Hey guys, welcome back to Bronx Porch Homestead. I'm Elizabeth, and today I am back in the Bronx. We had a nice time over in Hancock, upstate New York. And today it's 20 degrees cooler actually. I'm in the backyard. I have a community volunteer thing to do later on, so I do want to take care of my guys. I ran out of food. I ran out of pellets. Let's give them some watermelon. Alrighty. So that's them there. I got my guys some watermelon for today. So this is what it looks like. And I'll give them some grits, chick grits. Let's see if you can see that. There, see? They're having a good time. Yeah. So I did do a little reading, and it does say that they can have watermelon. I did try to get the seedless watermelon. One of them is actually standing up on it. All right, now I'm going to give the other hens, the ladies, the other food that I have. All right, girls, hold on. Good girls. So I'm being creative here because I just saw that my shipment of hen food and chick food is going to be delayed. And right now I'm just cutting up apples. So hens and chicks can eat apples as long as they don't eat the seeds and the core. I did give them this morning greens, and I was hoping that that would be enough. But of course it's never enough because they're hens and they're chicks. I have a nice big plate of apples here. So I'm going to do that. These are apples that were in the refrigerator for a while, but they're still good. You keep your apples in the refrigerator and they last long. The rest of the core and the seeds, that's going to go in the compost. So that's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to take a walk out there and check on them. They probably spilled their water. That's the chicks, that is. They probably spilled their water all over the place. They have grown. They're like half the size of the hens now, as you saw. Looks like it's gonna rain a little bit. Okay, so I'm back out here again. Let me give the chicks some of this. They're not eating the cabbage leaves. I guess they don't realize what it is. Okay, so I got the apples. All right, I'm back. And it looks like a mess in there, by the way. Okay. So I gave them a little bit of apples. Seems like they're going for it, which is good. Hey. Okay, guys. We got some apples. Let me see what the other young ladies are going to do here. All right, girls. In there. You like the apples? Alrighty, I gave him some apples. Now let me show you. Gotta wash that out. Now let me show you what's going on here. Okay, so this is the cage. So I was going to move the chicks today over to the coop, and I was actually going to leave them there. Today's not a good day for that, and I tell you why. My gut feeling tells me not to do it because there's anxiety. So earlier I had mentioned that the ladies seemed a little bit anxious, and that's because they ran out of food. They ran out of food. I don't have backup. My fault, my lesson. So I have to remember that when the bag is half empty, that I need to reorder, you know, just in case. If it gets moldy or something like that, I have to have some kind of a backup. The other thing is they are not free-ranged. So because this is patio, I don't have grass, so it just doesn't make any sense to have them out here and pecking at cement. I know we can't obviously take these off because, like I said, I live with you know, roommates, and I need to consider their use of the space as well. So with that being said, oh, I don't know where this piece just came from. Oh well. So with that being said, yeah, with that being said, I have these ready. So the idea is to put 4 in here, and hold on, I have another one, and I can put 5 in the other one. They are pretty much, one is a little bigger than the other one, so obviously with the smaller one, I'm going to put the 4 chicks, and then with the bigger one, I'm going to put the 5 chicks in here. What I like about these cages is that they are metal, so that is good. The other thing I like about the cages is that they can see each other. The ladies can see the girls can see the ladies. They can peck at each other even if they wanted to. The hen could stick her little beak in there and they could beak her back, you know, and I think that is what is ideal. The other thing that's ideal here that I think is that I can separate the group and I can move the cages within the coop, so they're not standard, you know. This cage, this new home doesn't have to just be in one location of the coop all the time. Every day, every other day, twice a week, they can be moved from one area of the coop to another area of the coop to acclimate them to the different spots in the coop. And once they're in that coop, they're not going to come out. So unless I clip their wings and they're going to come out just to, I don't know, be nosy, but there really isn't any place for them here to peck at the ground. They won't be able to peck in the garden because I have netting. I have bird netting in the garden. So no, they cannot have what we're growing out there. So I just want to, you know, clear. It's not that I want to keep them in there, but these are hens that are in the coop. And, you know, I've seen many chicken owners who have hens that are in the coop. And, you know, it's funny because I always hear free range, free range. Well, they have a free run. This is called a free run. It's not a range, it's a run. So, but I'm excited because this is a big one. What the other thing I like about this smaller cage, not so much the bigger cage, I don't see an opening for them, but for the smaller cage, I can feed from the top. So like I can change foods and I can just put my hand in and grab the water, you know. Okay, so this is why I had this gut feeling why this is not a good idea today to transition them from the pen to here. And that is because of lack of food. So even though they have their apples and even though they had their grits and they have water, it looks like they still have water. And what else did I give them today? A watermelon. I gave them that whole thing of watermelon. So they had watermelon, they had apples, they had some cabbage leaves for the first time, and they also are drinking their water. So even though they have that, they don't have their pellets. I noticed that they are also a little antsy. So it seems like those pellets are something that they are used to having every single day, ever since they were chicks, right? You know, they've had that. And these ladies, the same thing. So these ladies have gone a day without pellets, but we're now, this would be the second day they're going without pellets. They had pellets yesterday morning, but not last night. So this is like the second day, the second full day. Tomorrow they will have their pellets, but anyway, as I was saying, I don't think that having the chicks separated and then having no pellets throughout their introduction to their new cage is a good idea at all. So the one thing that I would do is I would wait till the pellets come in. I would put a large plastic water bowl here. I do have the other water feeder, so yeah, I can put the other water feeder here for the four. I can do the water feeder and yes, I know, and the pellets, and then they'll be comfortable. They wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Where's the food? You know. So that would be the best. Same as with the other cage as well. I would do the same thing. I would put the food in there, but I have to wait for it to come. So I'm going to leave this out tonight. So maybe just them seeing the cages might be something, you know. But yeah, I really kind of like the fact that these are really good transitional cages if you just have a few birds. This can come out. Yeah, this can come out, which is great. You just got to figure out, let me see how that comes out. So I like this because I can clean off the poop here, you know? That's not a bad idea. Oh, you know what I'm thinking now? Maybe we can put a stick across and that will start teaching them how to roost as I'm talking to myself here. Wow, that's a good idea, Liz. Okay, why don't I look for some sticks? Thank you. Did you whisper in my ear and said you should put some roost bars in here? Huh? Ladies? Did you say, Miss Elizabeth, you need to put some roost bars in the cage? What do you think? Is that really what happened? I don't know what this piece is for. So, not sure. I don't see any pieces missing from this one. And this did come from, yeah, I don't know where this one came from. I gotta ask David. David, where did this piece come from? Looks like it came from, let me see. Well, they're all the same size. Actually, yeah, they're all the same size. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, okay. Have to figure that out. As long as it stays secure, I think we're good. We may even put ties on these things. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. The hens just let me know. The ladies, Katie. The ladies just let me know that before I transition the birdies here, the girls here, that I should actually have little roosts. so that they can roost on there.
Wait, what?
My daughter just came in from school. Say hi.
Hello.
So did you see how big they're getting?
They are so big.
So we had a little bit of an issue this morning. They were a little anxious this morning, and that's because they ran out of pellets completely.
Oh, they're hungry.
Yeah, well, you know what? I gave them half a cabbage. I gave them apples. I gave them collards. So I'm about to give them another half a cabbage.
Okay.
Other than that, I ordered pellets for it to come like literally overnight. So I definitely waited for too long. Yeah. You want to come sit next to me? Come sit next. And then the other thing is, I was going to transition the girls here, and the problem with transitioning the girls here is that they don't have food.
Hi.
They don't have food, and to transition them into a new location where there is no security of food and water, I think that is a very bad idea.
Yes, they're gonna get anxious.
They're gonna get anxious, and then putting them in the coop along with the ladies, that's even more anxious. So I think tomorrow I'm going to load them up with some of that chick food that's coming overnight.
Yeah, that's a good
some
idea.
nice water, the same with the ladies, and then we'll do the introductions tomorrow.
Wait, what are these for? You're gonna put them in here and then put this in there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
To get them like.
To get them acclimated to each other. And what I was saying earlier was that they can peck at each other.
Yeah.
So like their beaks can go in here and their beaks can fight back, and like
Oh my god.
yeah, hey ladies. So the other good thing is that this one is a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna put 4 in here and then 5 in here. But these are super.
Yeah.
These are superb. And they come
Superb.
apart, they're collapsible, and I got them at the flea market, 2 for $40.
Wow. Oh, you got them the other day when you went to.
Yeah, when I went to Stormville Flea Market up in Stormville, New York, yeah. So you want to know something? As soon as we parked the car, the first vendor had these.
Wow, perfect.
I know. So I'm excited because they can come out of the pen, because right now they're in the pen, but there's too many of them in that pen.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's getting crowded in there.
Yeah, there's too many in that pen. They got the pen filthy again, obviously.
Look at them.
Yeah, oh my, they're huge.
They did get so big.
Yeah, I did show, I did show them earlier. Them going at the watermelon. It's just incredible how big they are.
They're so big.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I think having the 5, it's still going to be tight,
Yeah.
but it's just for another week, and then we open the door and let them out.
They're gonna attack each other.
I don't know. I hope not. We'll see. But I think it's a good idea that we put at least 1 or 2 roosts in here. Same there. The door opens up, so I can definitely give them food that way.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good setup. I think this is good.
Oh.
Right, girls? Think it's a good setup? I know you're pissed at me right now. Everybody's pissed at me because they didn't get their
Scavenging for
pallets.
food.
How was your day in school?
It was good. I scanned a carotid artery today.
Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Wow, a carotid artery. Who's carotid?
My partner is just like one of my classmates. Honestly, the vascular scanning is definitely a lot more like meticulous and hard than the echo. Like the echo, because it's just like all there. The vascular, you gotta really you gotta find it. You gotta there's a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was fun though. I like scanning.
And who did yours?
So just some girl. I think her name. I forgot her name actually.
Did you freak out when you saw your carotid artery?
No, but you know what's so annoying? My anatomy, I swear, because there's always there's the typical, the standard, the this is typically over here and this typically whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's variations. Everybody's body's a little bit different. I never have standard typical anatomy. Like my bifurcation, which is where your common carotid, it splits off into your internal and external carotid artery. Mm-hmm. Normally it's somewhere over here. Mine was all, I felt bad because I'm a hard scan, so the girl scanning me had to really like work for it because mine is like all the way almost underneath my jaw where it like.
But you know, nobody's like
No. There's a standard.
There's a standard.
Everyone that I've scanned, they've had the standard. She was like easy. I found the bifurcation like right away. Mine was like all the way up under here. Like she could barely even like get to it, and she had to like do it a little differently. And then even yesterday when they did my echo, the girl I was doing, I got it right away. She had to be like all the way over here. She was like scanning on my boob pretty much to try to get the view of my heart.
Oh my goodness.
And hers I saw like right in the middle. So I never have. Every time they're scanning me, they're like, oh, okay, so she's gonna be more difficult scan. I'm like, I already know that. They always say that.
Okay.
What's wrong with you and Dad? My genetics are all funky.
Well, how are the how's the heart of hens?
I don't know. They're not training us to scan a hen.
No.
I ain't scanning no chickens.
You know, they kind of quieted down ever since we started talking. Maybe they just need people attention.
Maybe they're just like, okay, they're not feeding us, so
My goodness.
they've come to terms with it. Oh, I like the light one. Is that Blondie?
That's Blondie. Yeah.
I like Blondie.
Well, Blondie's gonna have another 2 Blondies.
Yeah, she ain't special
She's
no more.
gonna be the only one. So, I didn't let the rabbits out today.
I know, and I was just standing over there before I sat down here, and Holly was scratching at the thing.
Yeah. Should we let them
She's
out?
like, excuse me. No, it's about to get dark, and it's like not. It's like cloudy, and
Did they come out yesterday?
I have no idea because I wasn't home really that much. I got home not soon before like you did.
I don't think they came out because I really think the bag was left there from when I wasn't here.
Yeah, they
But I
probably
mean,
were.
I noticed there was water and there was.
Also, Emily wasn't really here yesterday that much. Oh my god. What are those?
Those are big tomato plants. They just grew,
Wow.
and they're indeterminate, so they'll keep going up higher and higher, higher.
Wow, I swear they just grew that much though.
Yeah,
They
you
were
can
not-
make tomato soup with them.
Yeah, some organic fresh tomato soup.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it might rain. You
It's
know.
been looking like that all day. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but
Yeah, it looks like it might rain.
yeah. Tomorrow all I have is one class from 1 to 3, and I don't have to be there till 1, which is nice because waking up at 6:30, I never get used to that.
Yeah, that's well. Tomorrow I'm doing tree pits. I'm doing volunteer work. So even though it's raining a little bit,
Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow?
yeah, it's gonna. I don't know how much though, but tomorrow morning I'll get out here first thing in the morning, and I will let the hens have cabbage in the morning because they literally have no pellets.
Yeah.
You know, and since the hens don't free range, they need food. They need to have that security of food.
Yeah.
So once they go into the coop tonight, I think tonight is their last night in the coop secured. I think after tomorrow, when the food comes for both the chicks and for both the girls and the ladies, I'm going to separate them too. They're going to go right into the hen. I'm going to watch them in the afternoon and see how that works. So, also, I'm going to do this transition in the late afternoon.
Okay.
So in the late afternoon, I'm going to
I'll be home.
have the chicks in their new coop, but then I'm going to shoosh the hens into their coop. Yeah, actually tonight won't be the last night. Tomorrow night will be the last night that they'll be secured in their coop, and then I'll just let them out the next day while they're still in the coop. So, you know, there's a lot of planning when it
I
comes
see
to
that.
these. When it comes to these,
I want to see the
these
bees. Are
hens.
they making honeycomb or whatever? Are they honeycomb bees?
Yeah, they're honeycomb bees.
Oh, are they making them? I want to see them.
Yeah. So the thing
I've
is,
yet to get stung.
I literally know zip about bees.
Yeah, I know.
Like zip, and I've been so busy that
Where's the hazmat bee suits? Or
you know,
whatever the hell
you would
they're?
think that I would be watching a YouTube bee, lesson,
Yeah.
and I just haven't even had time for that.
Well, they kind of do their own thing, luckily. Ah!
No. There's
no?
a bee cycle. There's workers. There's
The
different.
worker bees, the queen bee.
The worker bees. There's something called the something dance. It's a dance that tells them that there's something good in the air or that there's something good nearby.
It's dancing?
It's called the wobble dance or something like that. I don't know.
I want to see the honeycomb.
Well, when the beekeeper comes.
When's he coming next?
He should be coming sometime in June. We're already June 1st, so he's coming sometime like maybe next week.
Let me know.
Are you going to be here? Because I have a third hazmat suit. I have a third
I want to be there,
suit.
but I don't know. It depends when he's coming. Because Monday through Thursday, I'm like not here until like 3 or 6.
So he's usually here Wednesday.
Wednesday, I get home at like, that's my longest day. I get home at like 6ish.
Oh, so you'll be making it right in time.
That's when he comes. Is that when he comes? Book it late as you can.
You know, well the thing is though, you know, we're not his only client, so he tries to do it so that he could meet certain clients,
Well, see if he has availability after 6
Yeah.
or after 5.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make food and stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you for spending some time with the ladies and myself and the girls.
Oh, you get a phone call.
And
Tell her to bring that baby over. Answer her.
Oh, Carmen's calling.
I want to see the baby.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. So, see you the next time.
Adios.
Adios.